Hello, so good to see you. As you know, I'm Molly McConnell, and in addition to being a certified Ayurvedic practitioner, I am also a yoga instructor of many, many years. So I'm going to walk you through about a 30-minute rejuvenative yoga practice. Please do remember to listen to your body. That is the practice of Ayurveda, and move in a way that feels really good to you. Now I'm doing a little bit of a sound experiment. And so if in this you hear nature sounds from where I am in Palm Desert, California, like birds chirping, crickets, just like the sound of life, I hope that that is invigorating and supportive to your experience. I hope that it helps you feel present in your body and present to your senses. So let's try it. Go ahead and join me on your yoga mat. And I'll also tell you right before this practice, I did a little nasal oil in my nose. So if you want to pause and go do that and then come back and join me, you're welcome to. You won't need any props, but if you'd like to have a block, a bolster, a blanket, a strap, any of those things for a little extra support, please go and grab them. Take a pause from this video and then come back and join me. And when you're ready, we will meet in a comfortable seated position on our mats. All right. Beautiful. Sitting up nice and tall. Now, before we come to stillness, go ahead and take some movement of the body, moving intuitively, feeling into your body. What do you need? What would feel good? Where are you feeling tension? What is your body asking for? You could circle the spine, shrug the shoulders, turn the head, take a little shift from side to side. Just take any movement that will help you feel into where your body is today, to feel into your needs today. And when you're ready for stillness, you can meet me there. If stillness wouldn't feel good, keep moving. This is your practice. And I should also mention, in our comfortable seated position, if the hips are tight, you can always roll up or fold up a towel or a blanket and sit a little bit higher to decrease the stress on there's a mosquito in here, to decrease the stress on the hip flexors, okay? So we're sitting comfortably, palms resting on the knees, face down. If you'd like to take a mudra, you can take chin mudra by bringing the pointer finger to the crease of the thumb knuckle, palms down on the knees. Mudra is a sacred seal that helps our energy flow. This mudra in particular will help ground your energy. And if you want something a little more uplifting, a little more energizing, flip your palms up. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. And if it feels comfortable, close the eyes. Relax the jaw. Quiet the mind. Really giving yourself permission to be present in your body. Knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Maybe deepening the breath, inhaling a little more fully, and exhaling out completely. Breathing up and down the spine. See if the inhale helps you sit taller. See if the exhale grounds you down deeper, relaxing the hip flexors. And as you breathe up and down, see if you can find yourself back in the center of your body. Maybe taking a moment to breathe front to back, expanding from the belly to the back on the inhale. And you can even bring the hands to the belly. Feel that expansion. And then see about breathing side to side. Feeling expansion in the sides of the ribs. Opening up. Beautiful. And then if you'd like, see if you can expand your breath in all directions as you inhale. Breathe up and down, front to back, and side to side. Feeling your breath pressing against you from the inside out. Beautiful. And we'll transition into our Ujjayi breath. That's a victorious breath or breath of the ocean. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose and out through the nose. Letting the breath be audible, listening for that ocean whispering sound at the back of the throat. And we'll do our best to maintain this breath throughout our entire practice as we flow from one posture to the next in rejuvenation. The eyes are closed, gently blink them open and start to press the palms into the thighs, rubbing back and forth, gently feeling that contact, feeling yourself present in your body, lovingly in your body, maybe rocking the torso back and forth as you do so. And then reverse the cross of the feet, putting the other foot on top or in front. Bring the fingertips to the earth at your sides. Inhale to reach out and up. Fingertips touch. Exhale down to the earth, chin to chest. Lengthen the back of the neck. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Lengthen. And exhale, lower. Lengthen through the back of the neck. 1 more like that. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, lower back. Walk the heels of the hands back behind you. Spiral the thumbs back and around so the fingers point back. And gently lift up through the heart. Maybe take a little shift side to side. Just finding a gentle opening of the heart here. Beautiful. Walk the hands back in. Walk them out in front of you. And make your way to your hands and knees. Finding yourself on your mat. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You can always take a blanket or roll up your mat for extra support under the knees. Fingers spread wide. Let's take a cat-cow. Inhale, gaze lifts up, tailbone lifts up, belly drops down. And exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, heart weaves forward and through. Exhale, belly draws in and up. Take about 3 more rounds on your own. Backs of the knuckles pressing into the earth. Soft bend in the elbows. Just smoothing out your movement and finding your own range of motion in the spine. And then meeting me back in a neutral spine. Tabletop. Go ahead and bring the tops of the hands to the earth, fingers pointing toward your body, a little wrist stretch here. Wiggle the fingers if that feels okay. You can squeeze and make a fist. If you want a little more, try a cat-cow from right here. We're a couple of cat-cows. Continuing to wiggle the fingers if you'd like. And release the wrists, circle them out, lay the hands back down, but this time walk the hands in front of the shoulders. Start taking small circles of the hips in either direction. Letting those circles get a little larger and a little bit larger. And our practice today will be focusing on reinvigorating the body with gentle and fluid movement, and also energizing a bit with some heart opening. Go ahead and let those circles get a little smaller and a little smaller until you're back to center and ready to take it around in the other direction. Breathing as you move and gradually letting those circles get larger and larger. As we find more space in the hips and the low back, you can close the eyes, you could roll through the head and neck, really letting your body explore in the space around you. Letting those circles get smaller and smaller. Coming back to center, we'll meet back in a child's pose, knees wide, big toes together. Sit the hips back and walk the fingertips forward, rest the forehead down. And if it's more comfortable for you, you could always bring your knees closer together. You could always rest your forehead on your palms. Child's pose is a resting posture. Know that you can come back to this posture at any time throughout the practice. And for now, give yourself about 2 deep breaths here, lengthening and reaching through the fingertips as the hips pull back. Beautiful. We'll make our way all the way down onto our bellies. And come onto the forearms and send the legs back behind you. Walk the kneecaps back a little bit of on each leg, and then untuck the toes. Put the toenails down on the earth. Bring the hands under the shoulders. We're going to take a flowing cobra. So lower the forehead all the way down. Resting on the mat, elbows in tight. Inhale, press, lift the heart up, relax the shoulders away from the ears, press the toenails into the earth. Feet can be hips width. Exhale, lower, roll down. Inhale, rise up, maybe coming a little higher. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, float up, elbows in tight. Exhale, melt down. Take 3 rounds of this on your own. Just letting the breath flow, coming up as high as feels comfortable in your body. This is your practice. Beautiful. The next time you come up through Cobra, pause here. Lift the hands. You might have to lower the heart slightly to do that. Keep the toenails pressing into the earth. Reach the arms back for airplane. And plant the fingertips. Tent the fingertips down on the earth. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the heart and lengthen through the crown of the head a bit more. 1 more breath. Exhale, release. Roll the shoulders forward. Take a cheek to the mat. Gently rock the hips from side to side. Beautiful. Hands under the shoulders. We press up to hands and knees and make our way all the way up and back to a downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, send the tailbone up and back. And go ahead and walk it out here. Feeling the weight shift from side to side. You can alternate bending the knees, lifting the heels, turning the gaze. If the hamstrings are tight, bend the knees here. We could all bend our knees a little more to find length in the spine. This also helps take some of the pressure out of the wrists. Beautiful. From our downward dog, let's inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, sink back, heels lower, feel the spine lengthen, flow through that 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, heels lift. Exhale, sink back. This time walk the hands all the way back to the heels as the heels sink all the way down. Coming to a forward fold at the bottom of your mat. We inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Shoulder blades slide down the back. And exhale, fold, soften the knees, drop the head. Inhale, bend the knees, reach out, rise up to stand. Fingertips touch overhead. And exhale, hands come down and around, heart center. Inhale, reach out and up to the sky, lengthen. Exhale, swan dive, soften the knees all the way down. Again, inhale, flat back, crown of the head reaches, belly draws in. Exhale, soften. Inhale, root down, rise up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive all the way down. Take your time. We'll do this half sun salutation one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach out, rise up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive all the way down. This time we're coming into a rag doll. Feet our hips width apart or a little bit wider. Right fingers tuck into the left elbow crease. Left fingers tuck into the right. Take a nice bend in the knees, especially if the hamstrings are tight. And if it would feel good, let the body sway from side to side. Letting the head get heavy. Feeling all of the tension rolling away from the head, neck, and shoulders. Let something go here. Come back to center, release the hands, soften the knees, and roll all the way up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Taking some shoulder rolls at the top. Letting those shoulder rolls turn into arm circles, opening the heart, cleansing the lymph. You can bend the knees as you do this. One more. Next time the hands come down and around behind the back, interlace them. Pull the shoulders down, lift the heart up. Step the feet as wide as the mat. Toes can point out on the diagonal. And if it feels good to stay here, standing, you can just keep gently twisting from side to side, lifting the heart up. If you'd like more, you can soften the knees as much as you need and hinge forward. You could always hold on to opposite elbows or forearms. You could always take a towel in between the hands as well. Wherever you are, give it 2 more breaths. If you're folded forward, go ahead and inhale up halfway. And then rise all the way up, and we will all separate our fingers and let them float out to the sides and release them down. Beautiful. Let's take a wide stance on our mats. So about an arm's length, toes can point out on the diagonal. Bring your hands to the top of your thighs. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, press the hands down the thighs, sink the hips low. Try that again. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, press down, slide the hands. One more, inhale. Exhale, press, pause here. And take a moment to shift the weight from side to side, feel into the hips, into the feet. Good, and we'll go ahead and drop the left shoulder down. Heart shines to the right. You can press that hand into the leg for more of a stretch. Come through center, twist to the other side. dropping the right shoulder down. Now this time as you twist to the other side, you might like to come up through center, hands slide up, and exhale, hands sink down, hips sink down, drop a shoulder. Inhale up, exhale, twist to the other side. One more on each side. Good. And coming back through center, let's take a warrior to the right. Right toes point out, parallel with the long edge of the mat. Just the left foot, so that foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. The right heel could draw a line to the arch of the back foot. Fingers reaching in opposite directions, tailbone dropping down, core is strong, sink the hips lower. Now inhale, rise up. As you exhale, sink down, drop the elbows down, and press the hands out. Two more, inhale, extend the legs, reach up. Exhale, sink down, press. One more. Good, flip the palms, let the shoulder blades slide down the back and reverse your warrior. Right fingers sweep up, left hand comes down the left leg or to the low back. Hips are still low here. Rise up, warrior two. We'll take it back through center, extend the right leg. Turn the right toes parallel with the short edge. Left toes parallel with the long edge. And we sink back into our warrior two. Hips are low. Core is strong as if the rib cage were knitting together. That'll help us protect the low back here. Fingers reaching in opposite directions. Sink a little lower. Now inhale, rise up, extend the arms and legs. Drop the elbows as you exhale and press warrior two. Two more, inhale, rise. Exhale, sink down and press through the heel of the hand. One more, lift. Exhale, sink down. Flip the palms, reverse your warrior. Hips are still low. Right arm comes down the leg or to the low back. Emphasizing the length in the spine. The arc is secondary. One more, inhale. Warrior two. Coming back through center, we extend the left leg, turn the left toes parallel to the right. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, hands come around, interlace the fingers. This time, reverse the weave. So the other pinky is on top or in front. Pull the shoulders down, lift the heart up, stay here, or soften the knees, hinge forward. Same options as before. You can always hold on to opposite elbows or forearms. You could always take a towel or a t-shirt in between your hands. It's okay to have a nice bend in the knees. Let's take 3 more breaths. If you're in your forward fold, come up halfway to a flat back. And then rise all the way up. We'll all separate our fingers, let the arms float out to the sides, and release them down. Beautiful. Step the feet in, shake it out for just a moment. Shake the legs, the shoulders, the hips, whatever your body's needing, the hands or the feet. Let something go. We'll make our way back to the top of the mat. Go ahead and bring the arms out to the sides. I'll face you, but you're at the top of your mat. Bring the arms out to the sides in your mountain pose, Tadasana. Feel yourself grounding down into your center. Feel your feet rooting down below you. Palms face forward. Let's take some deep cleansing breaths to get all of the stale air out of the back of the throat. This is called lion's breath. I'll demonstrate it first. We take an inhale through the nose, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, exhale. We'll do 3 rounds of that together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. We're going to exhale it all out. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale. Let it go. 1 more. Inhale. Biggest exhale. Take a moment to feel that. Close the eyes. Return to your normal Ujjayi breath. Maybe take a little rock back and forth, feeling your center of gravity. If the eyes are closed, gently open them. And we'll prepare to balance. So go ahead and stand onto the right foot. And draw the left knee up to the chest. And let's circle the ankle. If you'd like support with your balance, you can always hold on to a chair. You could put your hand on the wall. Whatever you need, you could always keep the toes down. This is your practice. And let's open that up. Again, option to have the toes down. We're using the opposite arm, the right arm for counterbalance. Strong flex in the left foot. Opening the heart, lifting up. Engaging through that standing leg glute. Take it to tree. Now the left foot is going to come to the inside of the right leg, either above or below the knee joint. Toes can always tap down. We're keeping that left knee pressing out and open. That'll help open up the hip. Hands can come to heart center. Finding one focal point for your gaze. Call this a drishti. Relax the shoulders, lift the heart. Breathe. Knowing that if you step out of your balance, you can always come right back to it. And just for fun, we're going to check in with our strength a little bit more. So bring the hands to the hips. Feel the core engage as you draw the left knee to the chest. Keep the core engaged as you extend that leg out in front of you. Reach the hands up to the sky. Swing the leg back, tip forward, warrior 3. You could always tap your fingers to the earth or blocks. You could take the hands to the heart or airplane, or you could reach the fingers long. You could tap the back toes down if you need to. We'll give it 2 more breaths, feeling your strength, your resilience in warrior 3. Release, forward fold. Nice job. Shake it out side to side in your forward fold. Soften the knees and roll up to standing. Take a moment to stretch through the tops of the feet after that balancing series. Return to your mountain, bend the knees for a moment, ground back down, feel the earth pressing back underneath your feet. We'll take it on the other side. That means we're standing onto the left leg and we're drawing the right knee to the chest. Taking whatever type of support you need for your balance, circling the ankle. Strong engagement all the way up to the glute of the standing leg. Feeling that Uddiyana Bandha, that flying upward motion above the belly button. That's core engagement. Let's open this up. Strong flex in the right foot, using the opposite arm for counterbalance. You can always tap down. Feeling the heart lift up. Maintaining that focal point. Take it into tree. Right foot is above or below the knee. Toes could tap down or be at the ankle. Hands could come to heart center. And if you want to try something different in the theme of heart opening, you could also take prayer hands behind your back. You could also do that with the fingers pointing down instead of up. It's a modification. All right, so finding your edge, feeling that right knee pressing out and open. Core is strong as it lifts you up. Heart lifts you up. Crown of the head lifts you up. Your energy is moving up. This is tree pose, Vrikshasana. Now, to check in with our strength on the other side, bring your hands back to your hips. Engage your core as you draw the right knee to the chest. Keep your core engaged as you extend that leg out in front of you. Reach your hands up to the sky. Swing your leg back with control. Tip your heart forward. Take whatever modifications you would like to take with the arms. We won't be here for too long, but feel a strong reach through that back heel, through the crown of the head, through the fingers. If your arms are extended, feel your core engaged. How about 2 more breaths? You can do it. That's it. Release, forward fold. Nice job. Let the head get heavy. Shake it out. Taking your forward fold of choice. You could come to a rag doll, bringing the fingers to the opposite elbow creases. You could take the peace fingers to hook the big toes, or you could walk the hands under the feet in gorilla. You could always bind the fingers behind the back as well. Wherever you would like to be in your forward fold, give it about 3 more deep, slow breaths in and out through the nose. Maybe while you're here, you'll stretch your face and your mouth and your eyes open wide and scrunch them tight. Maybe one more time. Finding a little release through the jaw and the brow. Release the hands from wherever they are. And let's go ahead and walk back to our downward facing dog. You can alternate bending the knees, walk it out one more time if that would feel good. Noticing how this posture might feel a little bit different than when we began our practice. Sink the knees down in your tabletop. Take a free flow here, a little cat-cow if that would feel good. Shift the hips from side to side. Quick circle the spine. Any movement that your body's calling for. Sometimes I like to drop one elbow down and then the other. And then we'll sit our hips back and take them over to one side. Bringing the legs out long in front of us. Taking a seated staff pose, pressing the heels of the hands into the earth beneath the shoulders to lengthen the spine, keeping that length as we inhale, reach up, and exhale, hinge, forward fold. Hands can rest anywhere along or next to the legs. Try to keep the heart lifting forward, keeping that upward dog or cobra energy in the spine, lengthening. For 3 more breaths, gentle flex in the feet. Feeling the heart reaching us forward. One more breath. Reach through the fingers. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Let's take a seated twist. Drawing the left knee in toward the body and placing that left foot over to the opposite side of the right knee. Left hand, right hand. No, that is our left. Left hand, yep, left hand comes back behind you, right hand up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. We inhale to lengthen, sitting up taller. Exhale to twist deeper, maybe taking the gaze back behind you. Breathing deeply into the belly here to massage those digestive organs. Bringing out the tension in the spine. Gentle flex in the right foot. One more breath. And reach the right arm up. Come over to the other side. Bend the elbows like chaturanga. Bow down for a breath. Counter twist. And press back up. Switch it out, extending your left leg long, drawing the right foot in, placing it over the knee. We'll twist to the other side. Right hand comes back behind us. Left hand up to the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. We're hooking that left elbow to the opposite side of the knee. You could always hug the knee toward the chest too, if that feels a little better. We're inhaling to sit taller. Exhaling to twist deeper, taking that gaze all the way back behind you if it feels good. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, reach back up to the sky. Bow down, counter twist to the other side for just a breath. Press up, release that right foot. Plant both feet down, scoot the hips forward so you can lay back. Fingertips reach out in front of you, take it down 1 vertebrae at a time. We'll take a round of bridge. Arms come down by your side. Draw your heels in closer to your glutes so your fingertips could just graze the backs of your heels. Feet are hips width apart and parallel. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, ground down through the heels and lift the hips up. If it would feel good, extend the arms up and overhead, resting alongside the ears, fingers pointing back. Pressing into the heels to lift the hips. Engaging the inner thighs to keep the legs parallel like train tracks. 2 more breaths. On your next exhale, we'll lower hands and hips. Take it 1 vertebrae at a time. Let the knees rock from side to side. To release the low back, we'll do 1 more round of bridge with a different option for your arm variation. Coming back to your ready position, fingertips could graze the backs of the heels. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, ground down and rise up. This time, if you'd like a different arm variation, you can interlace the fingers behind the glutes. Tuck the shoulders under a bit to continue with the theme of heart opening, expansion. You could always do the arm variation we did in the last round, or keep your arms at your sides, engaging the inner thighs to keep the legs parallel like train tracks, pressing into the heels to lift higher. Let's give it 2 more of our deepest, slowest breaths. If the hands are bound, separate the fingers, separate the shoulder blades. We will all roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let the knees rock from side to side. And then draw them into the chest in gratitude for your body. If it feels good, you could rock from side to side. You could take your head from side to side. And our next group posture will be Shavasana, final resting pose. If there are any last movements your body is calling for, please take those now. And meet me in Shavasana when you're ready. For those who are ready now, we'll extend the legs long toward the corners of the mat, letting the toes fall open to the sides. Letting the arms come down to the sides, palms facing the sky. We'll tuck 1 shoulder blade under the back and then the other, so the heart melts open. letting the head rest back, letting the body get heavy, and letting the breath wash over the body. Inhaling from the toes all the way up to the crown of the head, and exhaling from the crown of the head all the way back down to the toes. Letting your body soften, letting it surrender, knowing that you are safe, you are supported, you are exactly where you need to be. See if you can just let yourself be held in this moment, held by your breath, held by the support of the earth beneath you. Continuing to relax, relaxing through the soles of the feet, the palms of the hands, the backs of the knees, and the creases of the elbows. Just letting yourself be as you continue to quiet the mind, letting each individual thought float by one at a time, not feeling the need to ask questions or to add details, just letting your thoughts and your emotions exist exactly as they are in this moment, and letting yourself exist exactly as you are. And always reminding yourself, I am whole, I am complete, I am enough. Now, if you have the gift of time, just let my voice wash past you. And if you are ready to come back, go ahead and slowly begin to bring your awareness back into this space. Maybe noticing any sound, starting to wiggle through the fingers and toes, feeling that sensation, circling through the wrists and ankles, maybe taking the head from side to side, and then on your next inhale, reaching the arms up and overhead, stretching and lengthening from fingers to toes. Exhaling to draw the knees into the chest, hugging them in gratitude for the body. Gently let yourself rock over to one side, letting the head be supported by the bottom arm like a pillow, and letting the body be supported by the earth. Keeping the eyes closed or a soft gaze, gently and slowly press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position. Taking your time, sitting up nice and slow. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and bring your fingertips to the earth at your side. Go ahead and inhale to reach the fingers out and up overhead, fingertips touch. And exhale, retrace all the way back down to the earth. Last time, inhale up to the sky, fill the lungs. This time the palms touch. We bring both hands down to forehead center and all the way down to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me this moment, and for sharing this reset experience with Sierra and I and this whole beautiful community. We are so grateful for you.